So yajna, tapa and dana, all three Bhagavan says are sattvic, rajasic, tamasic, and even faith is sattvic, rajasic, tamasic, and ahar is also sattvic, rajasic, tamasic. So as our sadhana, we should try to make all this sattvic. Try to put forth effort to make all this sattvic. So that is the sadhana. If it is tamasic, it gives a lower type of result. A person goes into more and more ignorance. If it is rajasic, it gives rise to sorrow, grief, pain. And if it is sattvic, it helps us to become free of all our bondage. Now there is one question that how to make it. It is, we want to make from tamasic, we would like all our actions to become sattvic. From rajasic also it should become sattvic. But how to go about making it? What is the technique? That also should be revealed. So in the following verses, Bhagavan reveals that technique very beautifully. It is like even if there is some dosha, even if there is some defect in our yajna, dana, tapa, if we follow this technique, then those defects will get eliminated. It's like when we perform puja, we offer the naivedya, we have lot of ingredients or lot of items are there which we offer to the Lord. But before offering, we sprinkle some water, Ganga Jal, and also we keep a place a tulsi patra. So when that tulsi patra is placed, then that offering becomes free from all impurity, becomes pure. Similarly, even if there are some defects, not that we have to not correct those defects, but even if there are some defects in our yajna, dana, tapa, if we can place this tulsi patra, which Bhagavan will tell us, then all our actions will become good. So let us see what is the secret. Om Tat Sad iti nirdeshaha Brahmanastrividha smritaha Brahmanastena vedascha Yajñascha vihitah pura Om Tat Saditi Nirdeshaha Brahmanastena vedascha Yajñascha vihitah pura. Bhagavan says that we have to or first let us see what is the meaning of this verse. He says Om Tat Sat. Om Tat Sat is a very famous, these three terms are there even at the end of each chapter. We chant Om Tat Sat. Om Tat Sat, Om, Tat and Sat are the three indicators of Brahma. Brahma is that supreme reality, and it is named or indicated as Om Tat Sat. There are many names, but these are the three most important names of that supreme reality. They are called Nirdesha. Nirdesha means by which it is indicated. So that supreme reality is indicated as Om in our scriptures, in Kathopanishad, in so many Upanishads, that supreme reality is indicated as Om. It's a very beautiful sound symbol and name of God. Most ancient, most beautiful, and most universal. I don't think any other sound can match this sound Om. It begins with that sound and concludes with Ma. So is the first sound which one can utter, and Ma, is the last sound which one can utter. So it is made up of the first and the last and the middle U. So U, Ma. So Om. So Om represents, indicates that supreme truth, Brahma. It is also indicated by the term Tat, that. Even when in our day-to-day language also, when we want to talk about God and all, we point it up somewhere. That, Vah, him. So that, Tat. Tat also is another indicator. Just as the moon is there, we indicate the moon with our finger. The finger is not the moon. The finger may not touch the moon also, unless I go to the moon. But it cannot touch the moon. But it indicates the moon. For those who may not have seen the moon, with the help of the finger, they can see the moon. They can shift their attention towards the indicator. What is indicated? Should not look at the finger only. Look at that moon, which is in that direction. When we look, we see the moon. Similarly, Tat indicates that supreme reality. It is that. That means it is different from this. Different means it is, all this is changing, it is changeless. All this is filled with its own limitation, it is limitless. So to indicate that it is different and unique from all that is seen, heard, tasted. So it is indicated as that. Also that means what you call beyond all this, in the sense unattached to all this. Just as we see a movie and a lot of things are going on in the movie, hero, heroine and all sorts of villain and all, our typical Hindi movies. Without these three important ingredients, the movie cannot function well. And of course the trees should be there for dance and all. So those are the extra props. So we see the movie, but somebody comes and says, you see, beyond that movie, what you are seeing is the screen. The screen we cannot see. When we are engrossed in movie, we cannot see the screen. In fact, if you start seeing the screen, then you are not seeing the movie. The movie will disappear. But it is that, it is there. So to indicate that there is something beyond this movie, which is touching each and every character of the movie, but still it is beyond them. It doesn't get affected when the hero gets affected. It doesn't get affected when there is fire in the movie or there is rain in the movie. It doesn't get wet. So to indicate something transcendental, something as a substratum, something is the most powerful, who is the very basis of everything, that term that is used. Tat Tvamasi. Even the scripture says, you are that. Tat Tvam Asi. Then another indicator is that Sat. Sat means real. The Brahma is indicated as real. That which is real. That what is real? That which doesn't get negated. That's called real. That which cannot be destroyed by any means. That's called real. Everything in this world gets negated and gets destroyed. But that which is supporting this world and that which is pervading each and everything of this world is that real. So Brahma is also indicated as real, the supreme reality, Sat, Sat Chit Ananda. So Sat Swarup. So these are the three important indicators of Brahma. Om Tat Sat iti Nirdeshaha Brahmanas Trividas Smutaha. They are the three important names or indicators of Brahma, which is given by the ancestors, our great Rishi Munis, and the scriptures have revealed these threefold indicators. From this only are created, from this reality which is indicated as Om Tat Sat, is created this entire world. So the world is projected by the world is projected by this supreme reality alone. So Om Tat Sat Brahmanaha. So all the different divisions of beings, of human beings, Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, all of them are also born from this supreme only. So from the mukha, the Brahmanas, from hands, the Kshatriyas and all, from that supreme alone, all the four divisions of beings or human beings are also born, because these divisions are based on the three gunas. So the expression, the Brahma expresses in the form of these three gunas only, Trigunatmika. So Brahmana Tena, from this Brahma alone are born all the Vedas, all the scriptures, the Vedas. And Yajnaha, and all the rituals which are given in the scriptures, the puja or the yajna, all of them are born from this supreme reality alone. Vihita Pura, in the ancient time. So from that one Brahma emerged this entire world. It is the very origin of everything. So it is indicated as Om Tat Sat. And so why Bhagavan is talking about this now? Bhagavan says you remember this these three terms, and then how to utilize it to make our yajna, dana and tapas more effective, Bhagavan will tell. So Om Tat Sat iti nirdeshaha brahmanas trividasmataha brahmanastena vedascha yajnascha vihita pura. So from that Om or from that Brahma alone everything has come, it exists in it, and again it sustains into it only. Just as from a water, lot of bubbles emerge, they remain in water and again merge back into water. Similarly, everything has come from this Brahma, it remains and merge, and our real nature is that Brahma. This Atma is Brahma alone. Atma means I am Brahma. My real nature is Brahma. What appears outside is just appearance. That Brahma alone appears like this body, the mind, the intellect, but essentially I am Brahma. So having given the beauty of Bhagavan, this name of Brahma, Om Tat Sat, and it's glorifying it, now Bhagavan tells us how you can utilize this name of Brahma to make all your actions good. So that we should now see and remember. Tasmad omityudahritya yajnadana tapakriyaha pravartante vidhanoktaha satatam brahmavadinam तस्माद्वोमित्युदाहृत्य यज्ञदानतपक्रियाः So therefore Bhagavan says, first he talks about how to use the name Om, and then he will say how we can utilize the name Tat and Sat in order to make all our actions good. So Bhagavan says that Tasmad, because of its glory and importance, before beginning our Yajna, Dana and Tapakriya, before commencing our action of Yajna, Dana and Tapa, Bhagavan says one should chant Om. Om iti udahritya, uttering Om, Bhagavan says one should perform Yajna, Dana and Tapakriya. Pravartante vidhanoktaha satatam brahmavadinam. He says the students of Brahma, those who are